How did Maru and Cross create an entire spaceship with their curse technique when their civilization hadn't even entered the Industrial Revolution yet? Let's talk about it. All right, first of all, shout out to Sam who asked me about this today, and y'all can pause to read their full comment, but essentially they're listing the issues they have with this. Basically that it's quite unbelievable that this would be the solution here, that they would just create a spaceship and flee the planet instead of doing like a million other things first. So I'll explain how I make sense of this. First and foremost, Sam was wondering, why would spaceship be the first place they go if they have this incredible ore that could essentially become anything? Right? Why not build a wall to protect your city or a weapon in order to fight back against the Diskunte? And there, I think we have an easy answer. I do think this spaceship makes sense in that regard because they didn't want war, right? They had been taught by Dura that like being neighborly was the way to go. They weren't trying to have conflict, right? They didn't want to continue in this same hellscape of a civilization that they existed in because they had just seen Dura spill his heart out in that arena and move no one, right? Well, not no one. He actually did move Dabra, right? But the powers that be, the king, they weren't having any of it, right? It was almost as if the ship had sailed on trying to coexist with the Diskunte and the other civilizations on Simoria, right? So as far as Maru and Cross were concerned, they needed to leave to go find peace elsewhere. Now, as to how they conceptualized a spaceship, I don't really think they did. I don't think it's as if Maru had schematics for interstellar travel in his mind and then just manifested it once he encountered that ore. I think the curse technique kind of took over and created what was necessary to facilitate his aims. We know that Maru and Cross are special. They're unique and extremely powerful, right? And we know that when they worked together, when they held hands and everyone is able to feel their cursed energy, they're shocked by it. Jabaloma even says, it can't be. This is something with even greater purity than the cursed energy ore that was such a valuable resource. And again, what were their aims? Let's go search together, everyone, and find a place where we can live safely. Because as we learned in chapter 1, Maru describes his curse technique as bringing the world into harmony. And they actually use this in order to find Tsurugi, to find that connection between Yuka and Tsurugi, right? So I think similarly, Maru used his curse technique to find the harmony in what he was searching for, neighbors. So for me, this makes sense, okay? I think it's a result of their talent, the fact that they worked together and empowered by that vast amount of ore, right? The harmony curse technique was pointing them to where they wanted to go, to their neighbors. And the only way to get there was gonna be a spaceship. So that's what manifested.